Good morning, everybody. My name is Debo Onifade. I'm the author of Liberating Nigeria, a guide to winning elections and reviving our country, forward by Femi Falana. And it's available on Amazon. It's also available on in Amazon UK, Amazon US, also available in Nigeria, all the big stores. Today, I'd like to talk about post-May 2029. I've moved on from the election. Now I'm talking about our expectations from the president-elect. And I was discussing with my friends recently about what would happen to dollars, Naira dollar exchange rate. Is Asiwaju going to deregulate and let the exchange rate be market-driven? Is he going to stick to status quo? And I think we all believe that he will likely devalue. That's the word. It's still going to be regulated. I think most countries in the world still prefer to have some form of control over their currency exchange rate rather than just allow the markets to determine the rates. So it's expected that the incoming government will likely devalue. And the question, if they devalue to 600, are we expecting a convergence? Will the black market rate come down to 610, 620? Or do they actually have to devalue all the way to 740? What is the rate? What are we expecting in terms of the rate from May 29, June, July? And I think those are the questions we should start asking now. A factor would be ramping up our oil production, earning more dollars. Right now, Nigeria is really struggling in terms of production. We are not able to meet our over 2 million barrel per day. A lot of issues onshore. The Buhari government trusted the military to protect the oil infrastructure for close to 8 years. They failed. And Jonathan government hired militias, ethnic militias, to protect our oil infrastructure. Buhari, canceled those contracts, trusted the military, failed. Towards the end of Buhari's tenure, they went back to that old model of hiring militias. And I'm using the word militias, even though they are now regarded as private companies, private security companies. But these are companies owned and managed by warlords, S1 and South Niger Delta warlords. Now, if we do not fix our oil production, we will continue to have, dollar Naira crisis, because that's probably currently one of the most reliable. It was a reliable source of dollars, and if we're not getting income dollars from crude oil sales, we're in trouble. Now, I've always argued that we can get more from digital export, but that's a discussion for another day. That's my area of expertise. I'm trying to build digital export in Nigeria. Let's focus on the traditional way of earning dollars. How do we secure our oil infrastructure against bunkering and things like that? My opinion is that the military clearly will not do it. Anybody expecting the military to become born again when Asiwaju comes in is joking. Nigerian military does not have the capacity, moral capacity, to properly safeguard or protect our oil infrastructure, because they are largely or allegedly part of the problem. Every investigation has shown some kind of collaboration with the military. So let's even forget about the military. Buhari tried it for many years. It did not work. It's not going to work. Okay. Now, my friends in the oil industry are saying that the old system of depending on the militias is no longer working. The good reason before in the military, and I actually supported that model before, because I felt these guys know the areas. If you don't engage them in this way, they will still do the same thing. They will still sabotage your efforts. So why don't you just engage them, pay them for this service, and then protect the creeks and let our economy grow? but I'm aware that's also no longer working. So a lot of oil companies, international companies, actually moving offshore, getting tired of the onshore market. And I think that yes, they can focus on offshore. If we cannot secure onshore, let's stop oil production onshore. I mean, what is the essence of crying every year about 1 million barrels of oil stolen, no income, zero income? If we cannot protect our onshore infrastructure, let's shut it down. Let's focus on offshore. Let's look for other ways to make income in Nigeria. Now, if you spend the last 8 years, it's just allowing loss of over 1 million barrel oils per day. People have stolen trillions of naira in the last 8 years. If we don't have a way of fixing this problem, let's end it. Let's totally kill it and move on to something else. But if we want to continue to allow people to steal, because these things are not done only by the local small scale militias. No, it involves very, very high level Nigerians, including the military, including powerful forces, rich people. So do we really want to continue to let them enjoy our wealth for another 4 years? So I think I don't really know the solution. I was telling my friends, can we hire private guards, like those mercenaries from South Africa, from Russia? Can we hire those people to secure our oil infrastructure in Nigeria? And people said, oh no, they don't have vested interest. They don't know the creeks, they don't know the area. Okay, so what are we going to do? Depend on the military again, or go back to the militias that are not? So for me, if it's not working, at some point we have to counter, like take our losses, move on to offshore and other things. Now I think the day we stop worrying so much about oil, will probably be a good day for Nigeria. Already I'm reading that there's a lot more income coming from income tax, VAT. I think that digital exports can help. But my view here is to the APC incoming government: don't waste 4 years like Buhari did. If you can't solve this problem, I think you should give yourself a target. 3 months. Try private guards or whatever. Try whatever. But give yourself a target. 3-6 months. If you're not able to fix this, I think it's time to park this aside and let's focus on offshore and other things. Now, I like to talk about, people talked about, oh, can we also do anything about smuggling of oil, imported oil, petrol to West African countries? I also think that's not going to change. I don't also believe our customs has the capacity, moral capacity, to stop that problem, because a lot of high profile people are involved. I think the solution lies in deregulation. We have to deregulate the market, let the prices be, we shouldn't subsidize anything again. Not oil, no oil subsidy any longer. I think most people agree we have to end the oil subsidy, and we have to find ways to help the poor people. Now, if we do this, we will get, if we're able to fix this, oil issues, we will get more income, we will get more dollars, and that will help any dollar naira exchange rate strategy. If you have other opinions, I look forward to your comments. I like to chat on LinkedIn. This is a subject I like to discuss. I really want to know what's going to happen, and I think this government needs our support, needs our help. Till I come your way again next time, I wish you a wonderful week ahead. You can buy my book on Amazon. It's also available in booksellers, Roving Heights Bookstore, Lagos.